What's up, what's up? My name is E, and Married to Medicine has been dominating the headlines all week. Letitia was on Watch What Happens Live with Andy, and she wore the same dress Qua had on in her confessional this past Sunday. Now, online they were debating who wore it best. So let's hash this out once and for all. If we're looking at this picture and being honest with ourselves, it's no debate. It's no competition. When we look to the right, Letitia is wearing her dress. And when we turn back to the left, the dress is wearing Quad. Quad looks like Vivica Fox when she played in Not Another Church Movie. Quad looks gaudy, ghetto fabulous, ostentatious, elderly. Quad put on that orange hair on top of that deep chocolate, and it's not flattering. It's not flattering at all, especially bouncing off of all of that gold jewelry. The entire ensemble, the way that she put it together, it looks low budget. Meanwhile, Letitia looks sultry, fresh face, girl next door. Quad-tisha ate you up, and it's not even close. But let's move forward. Y'all, the Faye fans are out for blood after a recent Dr. Walkie-Talkie interview. And I have a few thoughts. If you have not already, please hit the like and subscribe button. Turn on the notifications, babe.
Been through a lot from the start. Oh, just to figure out who I am.
How is Phaedra with Apollo in the mix there? Because when Apollo was getting the boarding pass, I was kind of like, this is a little confusing to me.
Okay, now all I knew from Heavenly is Apollo was coming.
Okay.
And so when Apollo showed up, yes, I'm thinking, oh my God.
Pause. So let's just take Walkie-Talkie's ensemble in. Let's just talk about how she looks first thing. Walkie-Talkie looks good. Y'all see how I can give a compliment while totally not even liking this wench? Very objective of me. Very unbiased. Very demure. Okay? See how I can talk real and talk right? Walkie-Talkie looks good. From the black mesh gloves to the patent leather red coat, the modest hair and makeup, very age appropriate. She looked very pretty. Now, what she said on the other hand, that's a different story. Did y'all hear when Walkie-Talkie said that she saw Apollo getting his boarding pass and then she looked at Shireen and she was like, uh-oh, this is gonna be trouble. Well, when the Faye Subway saw that, they went and dug up this article from when Walkie-Talkie's man Curtis was caught with that woman named Natasha at the airport. Remember when Curtis met Natasha at Martha's Vineyard in 2016 and he knocked her down the same night? And for those of you who don't know, knocked her down means he took her to bed, okay? So here's the story. In 2017, Natasha sent an open message to Walkie-Talkie via TMZ and People magazine, and it's right there on the screen. Quote, I want Dr. Walkie-Talkie to know that she is married to a man who had sex with someone he met the first night. And I'm completely sorry about the situation, end quote. Now, do y'all know how many times Walkie-Talkie and Simone have gotten on that Bravo TV screen fussing and complaining about how married women are catching STDs from their husband, all for you to have to come back and say that Curtis is doing the same thing to you? Curtis is out here sleeping around with women whose middle name he does not even know, let alone taking them down to St. Joseph's to get an STD panel. Listen, condoms don't protect against everything. You can still catch genital herpes, genital warts, and syphilis. So even though I don't like what Faye stands have to say, I do agree and understand why people are upset. Last season, Walkie-Talkie and Buddy, they went through a whole conniption because Simone planned the cast trip at the Martha's Vineyard where Curtis was cheating on Jackie with Natasha. But here you are. Now this year, y'all invited Apollo and his former mistress turned current wife Shireen, pending divorce, and nobody is going to speak up about that? Jack, you got some explaining to do. Faye stands want y'all to bring Natasha on the show. That's what I saw in the comments. They say, we want to see you and Curtis air out your dirty laundry. I say what you say. Since they're bringing everybody else's mistress on the show, come one, come all. Natasha, tap in.
I get upset when people get mad at her on the show because I'm like, oh, she's such a
Well,
fun
I think
guy.
they would and we've been working on this part, like if they saw that that is just heavenly, the morning call you get in the morning starts out with, hey, biatch, and she's not saying biatch. So she's just heavenly,
Yeah.
you know, and offensive, you know where your man is? Like heavenly, really.
And then you just say, yes, I do.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Heavenly.
Yes.
Pause. So, Walkie Talkie thinks if the viewers got to know Buddy better, we would be more understanding. But then in the next breath, Walkie Talkie says, Buddy is really offensive. So, let me get this straight. You find this person offensive, but you are conflicted because the fans also find her offensive? Listen, y'all can't be serious. Do you really want me to believe that Walkie Talkie successfully completed medical school without compromise? That's a legitimate question. It goes to show how vile Buddy is. Because why would she call you at 7 a.m. in the morning and ask you if you know where your man is? Who does something like that? Is she trying to tell you something? Does she know something? I mean, come on. But let's put 2 and 2 together. If it's 7 a.m. in the morning, why is she calling you and asking you about Curtis? What the hell is Damon? Where is he at? What is he doing? Or was he sleeping at that light-skinned woman's house, allegedly? All of these women seem miserable, and they are poking at one another for the same thing they are going through. Misery loves company. Why would Buddy ask Walkie Talkie if she knows where her man is, knowing how sensitive Walkie Talkie is to Curtis cheating? But again, if she really finished medical school, logic would lead one to believe Walkie Talkie should have cut her losses a long time ago when she wanted the baby and Curtis didn't. Say what you want about me, but I would never do an interview with People magazine and tell the whole world my husband humiliated me to my core. That's what the headline says. I have it on the screen. My husband humiliated me to my core, and then you still see me on TV with the nigga 10 years later. What is this? See, Walkie Talkie is glutton for punishment, just like Tamar Braxton. Gotta be. Press play.
And it's a defense mechanism.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Heavenly's like, I'm going to get you before you get me, and I'm going to just do this defense mechanism. So if you really get to know it, it's a defense.
I feel that's kind of, and I love you explaining it like that, because some of your cast is like, oh, you were too nice on Heavenly, but you're like, I just know who she is. It's less that you just understand her.
Pause. See, I don't need to see no more. Imagine being asked to describe your friend, who is also your coworker, in an interview, and the only thing you can come up with is, she is defensive, and she is going to get you before you get her. Those are the only good qualities you can describe about your friend, Buddy? See, I don't care what anybody says. Walkie Talkie and Buddy are not real friends. They can't be. They have an alliance. Walkie Talkie cannot say 2 nice things about Buddy. Everything is backhanded and negative. The man said, I feel so bad. The viewers give Buddy a hard time and she's really a fun person. And Walkie Talkie's response to that was, well, she's really defensive. And her whole thing is she gonna get you before you get her, and you can't tell her in front of other people. You have to tell her in private. That's bullshit. But y'all tell me your thoughts. Do you agree with the Faye subways? Walkie Talkie and Curtis need to air out their own dirty laundry before they try to ambush Faye with Apollo and Shireen. And same thing with Dr. Buddy and Damon. Do you all think that they should air out their dirty laundry and talk about their marriage and Damon's alleged infidelities before we try to put Apollo and Shireen on the show? Y'all already know how I feel. Let's put it all out there in the open, and let's make these ladies work for their paycheck. I say what you say. It's reality TV, so give it to me real. But let's keep the conversation going. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and your girl will stay in touch.